guys, King of Charmander here. Okay, so this is episode 2, I believe. Okay, so this is just a review. So episode 2 is going to be this really kind of like, I'm not real, okay, I'm done. I am done being hella spicy at Masters. When, so Ultra League was pretty dang, this season just been like, dang, let's be honest. So I really think that this entire season I haven't been playing my best, which is pretty factual. I've had to adapt and create new teams that at the basically what happened is this. Month of new league comes out. For 2 weeks I'm doing really freaking good. The third week is when I'm doing my best because I actually formulated a team instead of the other 2 weeks where I'm just trying to like randomly do stuff. No, then the last week of each one, I've been using the best team that with my best skills and my best strats, which I've only done for 2 weeks. So, out of the 2 months season 2's been out, I've only been playing at my best for 2 weeks. And after like battling on stream today for Articuno, which is really cool, I'm gonna cover that today, and then I'm going to just say how beastly Articuno is when it has the right scenarios. But the problem is when they have a certain mon, which they have most of the time, it's so hard to play around it. So I ultimately decided that I'm gonna cover this in episode 3. I ultimately decided to say just forget being spicy. I did it for 1 week. It's fun. If you do it for the third one, like I could do it again, but it's just really hard, and it requires me to put a lot of time into mastering Articuno and mastering the specific strats for specific mons, specific patterns, and that just takes way too much time. There's only so much time throughout the day. And if you're gonna get wrecked, if you're gonna practice, I might as well practice for like Season 3 Great League or when Great League comes back. Because I'm gonna start doing Premier Cup because I tested a line for Premier and I played it over and over again and I really liked how it performed, so I'm gonna play that line tomorrow and we'll see how that does. But for now, like I said, episode 2 we're gonna review Ultra League and just how Articuno works for Master League. I'm gonna tell you that right now. As you guys see here, I've been singing my butt off on ppoke.com. So before I actually, this is my lesson for today. I'm gonna start doing this for all my episodes and just start saying a little bit about my strat. Well, just like sometimes like this. So the reason why Articuno worked is what I mean by it can't work, because I use, like I said, I use the phrase it can work because it can if you make it and if you find a way. I did find a way to make Articuno work with Mewtwo and Groudon, but it's super hard to play. As you see here, Articuno actually ranks in Master League as number 40. Hydreigon ranks even lower, but as you see here, your key wins, you beat Dragonite, Togekiss, Groudon, Mewtwo, and Gear Altered. You beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leads. You beat 5 leads, you also beat Gira O, and you beat Gira O, and you also beat Garchomp, which is another popular one. As you see here, the reason why it's incredibly difficult to play is because Dialga, Melmetal. You lose against Dialga, Melmetal, and Kyogre. Now the reason why you win against Gira O is, look, you barely lose against it. There's a strat against Gira O to where you can basically farm down with Mewtwo. There's a strat I was working on with Mewtwo. You can farm down Gira O or Dialga after breaking both of their shields, and Mewtwo has leftover energy to break the remaining shield and sweep in the back or blast through the shields. That was the play. But as you see, Articuno is just a really interesting mon, and if you can play right and play it expertly, you can cover this back row right here. But like I said, as a lead, you see it's 84.4. It's the strongest as a lead, and that's really how I try to play it. I did my best to make it work, but it's just way too hard. It's going to take hours of drilling, and I'm so behind as far as like trying to make ranked. I'm not super behind. 500 points isn't a lot. I can make that in probably a week, but I have to try really hard. So that's why I'm retiring Articuno. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun spicing it up, but I already did it for 1 season. And if I try to do it for 3 weeks and I know if I don't make rank 10, won't really beat myself over it, but I'm like, dang, what would I, how, if I went as strong as I could in Premier Cup, which I'm gonna do next, how well would I have actually done? And I know as a player, I have an incredibly high level of player skill, so I can make really strong lines work, and combined with my player skill, I can tangle with anyone. So that's just the basis of why I'm giving up Articuno. Now onto the TikTok. As you guys see, my TikTok has grown quite a bit. I went over 420 followers, and this is only a little over 2 weeks of like really putting battling content out here in TikTok. A lot of people liked or like viewed my recent posts, especially me using an elite TM, but there's a lot of stuff out here, man. Like things like it's a great way to like I like it because it's a great way to promote like my stuff, and I just really enjoy making these really cool videos that people can put out and just really good battling. And it makes really quick reviews like for this video right here because the wreckage is real and I can create really cool wreckage clips if you put them out here. I'm gonna be reviewing some stuff from Ultra League, and as you see, some arty plays too. So this is gonna be an exciting time for y'all. So I think, as you saw here, I used my damn elite TM. I had to do it for Groudon, and now that I'm not actually going mega spicy tryhard, I don't actually need it. So I don't really regret it. I TM'd a Groudon that really holds a lot to me. This was my strongest Groudon. I maxed it out already, so it wasn't really worth it. Would waste. It was a good investment for the time, you know. So the next one is the Artie strat. So as you see here, I'm going to show you how Artie played expertly can be really amazing. So as you see here, we get the lead against Gira O. We technically lose this, but barely in certain scenario. So what I'm doing here, well actually I forget to TM my moves here, so I have to double bait with a freaking ancient power and just pray to God I don't get wrecked. He baits me with his O-Win though, so that pisses me off. I want your second shield. Give me that shield, boy. Get the second shield. This is going to be a damn Shadow Ball. GG's to my Articuno. Gonna send Mewtwo, and here's what we're gonna do. We're going to fire Side Strike right away because I don't want to lose any more farm. They send in the freaking Metagross, and this boy catches my Onda Sertera. But that's alright. You know what? Because since it's a Groudon, we didn't quite screw up. This is a Fire Punch. Cool Cologne. So now, we're going to eat a Side Strike. We're going to kill this with a Side Strike. Send in our Groudon immediately. We are going to take a Meteor Mash to the face. We're going to get punched. But, you know, get to this Earthquake. And this is a one-hitter quitter. So, GG's, you shiny metal fool. And that is my first video that I'm previewing to you. As you see, Artie can work. Well, that was just... Okay, that's not really my true power. This was just freaking hilarious. If you watch this, like, oh my god, it got like 1,000 views within like the first hours, and I was like, holy crap. And I was like, why? It's because everybody enjoys the Onda Sertera when you blast through the shields like this. The greatest play ever, because it puts them so far behind, unless you really jack up as far as like playing wise, like your own player skill, like you hella like just yeet and you just say like F this win because I'm so far ahead, but I'm gonna lose this W anyways. This is what happens here. You win. And you should probably shield Side Strikes if you see them, just because they really freaking hurt, as you saw there. And here's some Ultra League content from before. As you see, Dragon Claws go off into my Registeel. That is resisted. I'm firing up them Flash Cannons, boy, because that's the play here. You're going to Flash Cannon it to death like Flash Mob because you need... Well, yeah, that's basically what it is. Flash Cannon does a lot of damage. Well, not a super lot, but it does about like 20% to a freaking Giratina, as you see here. And now we're just gonna play as I wall the crap out of this poor little dragon. I use my Dragon Claw here though. I mean, I should use my shield here though because I know he's coming with that Cresselia that I was battling with earlier. I shoot my Flash Cannon and I match bait the second shield, and this is where Shadow Swampert is gonna make you really wet and go to town. As you saw here, dang boy, these freaking Hydro Cannons are just chunking. He goes for the Side Strike, and then I see the freaking Gira that was there from before. I farmed down. I fired back-to-back Hydro Cannons, and you just get absolutely bodied. Bye, Felicia. GG's Mewtwo. That was a sweet play. As you see here, with proper energy management, and if you have faith in your Pokemon, you can take advantage of the bulk that your Pokemon have. That's why I like Registeel and Ultra League so much. Registeel walls a lot of things, and even if you do lose, you still can break shields with it against counter matchups and use those shields or use those broken shields in the no shield scenarios and still pull off W's. Here's my another one. Okay, here's the one against a freaking stupid Space Duck. We're gonna farm down the Space Duck after it debuffs me Okay, it doesn't debuff me, thank God. Alright, getting debuffed early on is the most annoying thing in the world. We hit the focus blast on this Swampert. Boy shield, this is what I want to do. At this point, I'm going to start breaking shields. I elect the shield here just to like put some pressure. Hydro Cannon doesn't kill here, but Urine Killer into my Flash Cannon. So he gets killed. We send in immediately the Articuno because I want to debuff this thing as much as I can. Because Empoleon's the only thing left. When you hit an Empoleon with Icy Winds and it's locked in, it's GG's. That, or like, as you see here, it's just really hard to get behind. You can't switch out, so you can't clear the debuff, and you are just locked into death. You are 3 stages down. As you see here, I just throw in 2 Mons just to have some fun because I don't need to do that. I can just send in Swampert right away. And as you see here, 3 stages down, Hydro Cannons don't chunk a lot on Swampert. I managed to time my opponent after dominating him. That is GG's. That's why I said, love Registeel, man. Registeel can wall a lot of the meta. You can wall Gira A's. Yes, you don't completely wall it if it's like a Shadow Claw, but you know what? It's tanky enough to where you can kind of wall. You wall Cressalias, and if you manage to play it right, you also wall Cressalias. You also wall other opposing Psychic types, which I don't really know. The one like Mewtwo, for example. If Mewtwo doesn't have, or Armored Mewtwo rather. Our Mewtwo, as you see on the top right, does not in fact have a Dynamic Punch, he's in trouble. As you see here, I get debated by an Acid Spray. This pisses me off. I go for the Earthquake, and boy calls the Earthquake. He calls the big Coconuts play. I switch in Artie right away because regardless what it is, like it's a drill run, I'm going to go straight for the Hurricane. I'm going to make you feel the North, and then the North is going to take out this thing. I'm going to send out Registeel, and this is going to perfectly showcase how Registeel is amazing. Because here I'm going to wall everything you have to offer, and then I can just freaking Focus Blast what's in the back, or I have a really strong matchup. Now, my opponent didn't switch out yet. I'm assuming it's because he's really weak to whatever is in the back against Registeel. Now, I do this really sweet undercharge, get all as much energy as I can, and I already have a Focus Blast ready. It's a Snorlax, and this is GG. There is no freaking way in hell you win this unless I get lagged out. We get the double Focus Blast off. You attempt the last Hail Mary neck-breaking Body Slam, but it's not enough. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because all I have is the second one comes down, and that's a GG. As you see there, that's why I love Reggie. Reggie's so powerful, but really, its strength doesn't just rely on the fact it can break shields, but also it's a giant wall. So it walls, it's the anti-meta to the meta, because Cresselia is meta AF, meta gear. It can beat itself, and it's strong against Gira and Crest. What more do you want? Alright, so now we have this new video right here. As you see here, what I was talking about Gira, remember about walling? You wall Dragon Breath. Now, you still can win. Dragon Breath Gira A can still kick your butt, so you gotta be careful. You gotta run that sim, because you can still lose shield. You can still lose with 2 shields. There's still a way to lose. As you see here, I ain't shielding Jack because I want to save all my shields for whatever you got in the back. So right here, I'm going to shield this. Actually, I don't want to lose all this energy I got, and I'd rather take this to the zeros. He sent in the poor. Wait, hold on. Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. I just reviewed the same video there. It just looks really cool. I'm sorry. All right. Anyways, here's the appropriate battle. As you see here, we get the poor freaking whole ace Melmetal. I hate this. And I'm going to attempt to farm down. I do. I managed to farm down with a superpowered debuffed Melmetal. And now they send in their Swampert. Now, this is fine because I have so much loaded energy here. As you see, that does a lot of damage. So, opponent's going to start shielding now. Because he's like, holy crap, that's so much damage. And I have shield advantage. Well, it doesn't even matter. Because even if you have shield advantage, like, yo, I send in the Articuno to combo, and this takes out the poor Swampert. All your energy that you had is wasted! And now we get the Registeel. Make sure you eat your vegetables. Just don't eat Registeel. As you see here, Registeel tries to take me out, but debuffed 1 stage. The Flat Cannon does not, in fact, KO. And so we're just going to lock in this poor Registeel with everything we got. Oh, you poor freaking Reggie. I really have no pity because it's a freaking Registeel. But as you see here, I pretty much dominated here. My opponent quits out because there's nothing to do. 1 Focus Blast KOs at that range, and that is GG's. Now, this can be really sweet because I'm going to showcase a really good Articuno battle. And now, this is something where my moves are actually TM to the right. They're the right moves. And it really showcases that. Here's the thing about Articuno. If you win the wave, that's cool. If you lose the lead or if you don't hard counter as the back, you have to play really hard. And that's what I mean by it can work. It can work if you understand. That's what I mean. It's not going to be like mega big bitch meta where you're going to 5-0 all the time because you're playing the biggest, baddest teams you can. This is a really spicy team. I don't recommend you use it unless you are very confident, and confidence is key when it comes to these really spicy Master League teams. As you see here, we start off, we're searching for our opponent, Aldo Enrique, and we get the Mewtwo into Ari. This is perfect because I won this lead. So we're going to just go straight Icy Wind here. I have to shield. The thing about Ari, what sucks, you have to shield the first move because the first move against anything does so much damage, even though Ari's a little thick. As you see here, we get the debuff down. I'm not going to shield him, so it's a Shadow Ball. We're going to keep going for the Icy Winds here. That's the play. Hopefully break shields, but we do not, and our opponent elects to let it go. Remember I was talking about Melmetal? Welcome to Melmetal. We're going to let our poor Artie go, and we're going to send in Groudon. Now, they send in a Togekiss, which is perfect. I actually win this. So, in a Togekiss versus Mewtwo scenario, Mewtwo can pop both shields and shoot a last-minute Side Strike, which is going to happen here. That's if they throw a charge move. We met that prereq because they threw the Ancient Power on us. But as you see here, Mewtwo's almost dead, but I get 3 Side Strikes. I break both shields. I do heavy damage against Togekiss. I send in my Groudon, and then all I do is Earthquake, and that's GG's Metal Lug Nut Melmetal. Sorry, Jesus, not today. No, not today. As you see here, Articuno, if it wins lead, is very strong. Well, anything that leads lead is very strong, but you can still come back from it. That's because Articuno isn't particularly powerful. Its strength lies in the fact that you can debuff, and there are certain strats you can do with Articuno that you can't do in any other mon. But it's just really hard to play, so I'm retired from running Spice for now. At least for Master League. I'm going to run Premier League, and we're going to see how it goes. Overall, Master seems to be Melmetal freaking Dialga Central. The reason why you don't want to run Master League if you don't have a Dialga is because Dialga is just so strong. Dialga, even if behind energy and behind shields, Dialga can wreck shop. That's why everybody needs the Dialga, and if you saw Double Steal today, that's why, because Dialga is factually incredibly powerful in this meta. Make sure you study it, you play it correctly. If you're running Spice like I am, good luck to you in Master League. If you're running Spice Premier League, good luck. We got a mighty long ladder to climb, and I hope every single one of you are listening make rank 10. I love y'all. I will see you for episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Episode 3 is going to feature pretty much my Premier Cup stuff, because I have a team for Premier Cup. But y'all find out in the next episode. Have a good night, you guys.